That's what doctors are calling the survival of a Fort Bragg Army sergeant. Barely clinging to life after a training explosion, he was rushed to Duke University Hospital in Durham for emergency treatment. Now well on the way to recovery, he is a living example of the power of the human spirit. Kelly McHenry has his story.
25-year-old Sergeant Corey Muzzy has served his country well. Deployed to both Iraq and Afghanistan, he was back home at Fort Bragg to conduct a routine artillery training mission with the 82nd Airborne's 18th Fires Brigade. It was there on February 21st, 2014, that Muzzy found out what it really means to sacrifice for your country.
I can't explain exactly what happened, but there was an accident and the cannon malfunctioned.
During a live fire exercise, a howitzer cannon exploded, killing Private First Class James Groff. Muzzy and a fellow crew member were critically injured.
I literally got messed up from head to toe.
Muzzy's team acted quickly, rushing him to Womack Army Medical Center, where they scheduled an airlift to Duke University Hospital. Even so, it took hours for Muzzy to get there, and with his brain bleeding badly, the surgeon waiting for him at Duke didn't think he was going to make it.
My concern was he wasn't going to make the trip. I thought he had a high chance of dying before he got here. We went straight from the helicopter to the OR, and it was a tour de force. I had the neurosurgeons in the OR, I had myself, I had the orthopedic team, I had enough residents to fill, this hallway, and anesthesia was ready. Everybody was ready to do whatever it took to get Corey through this.
Dr. Shapiro says he's seen wounds like this before, but what amazed him was how Muzzy fought the battle of his life.
We fought and gave us the chance to fight with him. Everybody wanted to see the warrior in Corey come out, and I think that's what we see. We don't see a patient at Duke anymore. We see the warrior. And he's been an inspiration on us.
He's actually always been that way. He's always been high-spirited.
His wife, Michelle, fought with him.
I think Michelle was probably the bravest person in the hospital at that point, because I was trying to tell her how grave things looked and what may be and what may not be. And I swear to God, I didn't think it was sinking in, but she had this power, this faith, this infectious enthusiasm that Corey was going to get through it. And I wasn't so sure.
As well as bleeding in the brain, Muzzy's right leg above the knee and left foot were gone. He'd been blinded and lost much of his hearing and sustained a broken neck and arm. But though his flesh was very weak, Muzzy's spirit was willing. Miraculously, he pulled through.
And that was a victory. And he restored the faith in people who sometimes come here. So, without those victories.
Now on leave from rehab in Texas, he came back to Duke to thank his medical team in person for saving his life.
I'm very appreciative about everything and everyone that has helped me in my process. If it wasn't for Duke Hospital, I probably wouldn't be here today. Thank you.
This is why we do what we do, and he's a father and a husband. It's pretty cool.
He also got a surprise visit from a faithful friend, Kylie, a Duke therapy dog who gave him much-needed comfort during a painful recovery.
They don't look at you for what you look like. They can, I swear they can see into your soul. They can see who you really are and on the inside. Sometimes I think they're more supportive than people are.
He has additional surgery scheduled to restore more of his eyesight. His family set up a Facebook page to update his condition and raise money for his many medical expenses. And though he's in a wheelchair now, he has no intention of staying in it.
February 21st, the 1-year mark of the accident, my goal is to run a 5K. And I'm going to actually come back here on leave to do that. And my unit wants to make that an event.
Muzzy once served his country on the battlefield, but now he's serving in a much more far-reaching way by proving that you can take the soldier out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the soldier. Muzzy's greatest victory in battle is the one that's now an inspiration to all of us, that no matter how bad life can get, never, ever give up.
It fills your soul. It speaks of what the human body can endure. There is no limit to what Corey can achieve.
When he gave us the thumbs up when they woke him up, I was like, everything's gonna be okay.
And everyone that, looks up to me. And I can't let them down. And I can't let myself down. So I just keep moving forward.